know, it's kind of funny, man. Me and a friend of mine were just talking about when do you stop saying Happy New Year? And I think, you know what? If you haven't seen the person, like, at all, you know, not in January, not in February, say Happy New Year if you see him, like, in March or April, you know what I mean? Just make it real awkward. But the real answer should probably be, like, January 15th. I think that's a good cutoff time. Anyway, what's going on? My name is Julian on the radio. You probably don't know me, and it's totally cool. I want to wish you a Happy New Year. Real quick about me, man. I'm a radio guy, radio personality for like well over 10 years. I am currently, us radio people, when we're out of work, we say we're on the beach. You know what I mean? I was actually on the beach a couple weeks ago, literally in Hawaii. But yeah, we're on the beach. And yeah, you know, I just thought about, you know, the fact that I wanted to build something really for myself because I just like to talk. I'm not saying I'm a good talker. Not saying that at all. I'm probably not a good one at all, really. But I do like to talk, and I want to talk about things that I care about. You know what I mean? Talking about the culture. When I say the culture, pop culture, hip-hop culture, I myself grew up on, you know, I grew up in the 90s, skateboard culture, all that, man. You know, really into shoes, big sneaker guy. I'm sure you probably get that from the images behind me. You know, really big into the whole, like, you know, street fashion thing. Been following that for years. So, you know, one episode, we might be talking about Cardi B. We're going to talk about her, actually, coming up here. We might be talking about, I don't know, the latest Yeezy drops. You know what I mean? It just depends. Might interview some really cool people. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about Pete Davidson. And, yeah, over the weekend, he was in Denver at the Nuggets game with his buddy, rapper MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Actually saw the video of him at the game first on my friend Deanna's IG story. Shout out to Deanna, who does radio over there in Denver. And you can see the video. I think it's super dope, man. I was like, wow, that's very cool. You can see Pete climbing over the actual, like, chairs to take selfies with his fans. And, man, have you ever, like, come across, because it's happened to me more than once, you know what I mean, where you see a celebrity and you're like, oh my gosh, man, I would love to get an autograph or take a picture, and they just, like, rush on by you and they walk on by you. Oh, I'm too busy, or they act like they don't see you. And you know they see you. They're ignoring you. That's what's happening. So I always thought Pete was an authentic dude. I don't know him, but it's just the vibe I get. You know what I mean? So shout outs to Pete Davidson. He actually was in Denver. He was doing a comedy show. 3 shows. I heard they were all sold out at this spot called Comedy Works. And looks like, you know, from the outside looking in, looks like he's doing well. You know, they always say you got to keep yourself busy, doing whatever you like doing. Keep yourself around people when you're, you know, kind of going through some issues. And in case you didn't know, he's definitely going through some issues. He posted that Instagram post in late December. Looked like he was going to commit suicide, to be honest with you. Thankfully, he deleted it, and he wasn't, and he's got good people around him. So I think 2019 is going to be good for Pete Davidson. Let's talk about him and Ariana Grande real quick, and, you know, not to hash up old news, but I do want to touch on this real quick just because I never have. You know, his relationship with Ariana Grande, it happens to a lot of us, and you know what that is? It's called getting into something way too fast, getting into a relationship when you shouldn't have. It's just that they're famous, which is why everyone's talking about it, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they broke up. Well, I mean, think about it. He got out of a relationship. She got out of a relationship with Mac. And, you know, within, a week or 2 weeks, I mean, within a short amount of time, they started dating. And then a couple weeks after, they got engaged. I mean, they didn't even, like, they didn't even go through, like, a courting process. They started moving in together. I mean, this is all within a span of a couple weeks. Way too fast. I'm not saying that I'm not a relationship expert at all, but I've definitely been there, man, where I met, you know, I met someone that I just thought was the one and fell in love with her. I thought it was love, right? And after a couple weeks, I'm like, man, I would definitely wife this girl up, right? Didn't work out. Didn't work out twice. It's called way too fast. Could work out, but chances are it's not. I'm just being honest. So really, it's not really it's not weird that it didn't work out. You know what I mean? And this is probably kind of cliche to say, but everything does happen for a reason. So anyway, shout out to Pete Davidson. And yeah, I love this clip.
I feel like I won a contest.
So sick. How are you handling it all right now?
Bitch. Offset, Jimmy.
And this story definitely not a surprise to me. I don't think it's a good look at all for Cardi B, but looks like Cardi B and Offset are apparently working on fixing their marriage. On the outside, of course, you want every relationship to, you want it to work out, but this is not personal, man. I don't know Offset at all. Fan of the Migos, fan of him. It's nothing to do with him as a person. I just don't think it's gonna happen, man. You gotta look at track record. When you have all these hot women, dangling their vagina in front of your face, what do you think is gonna happen? I mean, he already has a track record. Look at all the women that he alleged, some not alleged, had sex with, right? He got caught up most recently with Summer Bunny. Want to have that three-way with Summer Bunny and what's her name? Cuban Doll, right? So that should say it right there. And then all that past history, I don't know. I mean, I think it is what it is. I mean, she said before on social media that, that he really backs her professionally, is always, he's always there for her. Well, let him do that. I mean, you can still have a good relationship, but not be married, not have sex and bang, or maybe they can, I don't know, maybe they can still have sex, but just not be together in that way. I don't know, but I definitely don't think that it's worth working out, because what's going to happen is they're going to get back together. Watch this. They're going to get back together, and then 6 months, a year down the road, he's going to get caught up again. That's just what I think. It's all about past history. And by the way, Summer Bunny, you probably don't know who she is, but man, she's a I call her wannabe rapper, bro. She said the stupidest thing in this clip. It's not even new. She said it last month, but yeah.
I didn't know how serious this marriage was.
I didn't know how serious the marriage was. I'll repeat that. She said on record, I didn't know how serious the marriage was. Really? Well, marriage is usually pretty serious. You're giving your vows to someone. It's permanent. It's legal. So, Summer Bunny, I would think it's pretty serious. And speaking of stupid things that people say,
when you say teenage, how old are we talking?
R. Kelly, of course, a docuseries, was all weekend long on Lifetime. Shout out if you saw it. If you didn't, I would highly recommend catching it. It gets a little much, I'll be honest, because it was cut up in so many parts. But at the end of the day, the dude is sick, man. This guy actually was combing high schools in Chicago and looking for girls like 14, 13, 15. It's bananas.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Like, every joke you make of that creepy old man combing the high schools, looking for girls, that's reality for R. Kelly. That's who he was. Now, of course, he says, he goes on social media and says, that he's going to sue and it's not true. But here's the thing. So many women, so many girls are coming out. Like, how are they all lying? How can you say they're all lying? They're not all in cahoots with each other. You know what I mean? Like, how do you deny that? Especially when there's proof. That's what I don't get. But he vehemently, is that even a word? Anyway, he vehemently denies that any of these allegations or any of these accusations are true. You know what I mean? And this clip pretty much says it all to how high his IQ is.
But I love them all. And I love you too.
You don't need to give me any of your love,
love
sir.
Everybody.
Heads up, I would love to hear what you think about anything that I'm talking about. If you have any suggestions on stories, things you want to talk about in, that's pop culture related, hip hop culture, shoes, all that stuff. Definitely let me know in the comment box below. Last but not least, talk about the Golden Globes. Let's get into the Fiji water girl. She was trending everywhere. Shout out to Fiji. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if she was just doing her job or this was intentional, but the Fiji water girl, I'm talking about her like she's an object. She pretty much photobombed every picture with celebrities that you saw, right? And I think she was just doing her job. Her job was to hand out water to celebrities. So I don't think that she was doing anything. I don't think Fiji said, okay, you're gonna strategically place yourself in the corner and make sure that you're in every single, picture and video that the media takes, right? I think she was just doing her thing. And I love the fact that we show love to normal people. That's what I love. So definitely shout out to Fiji Water, and they definitely won. They definitely won at the Golden Globes. Let's talk about Sandra Oh. Big ups to Sandra Oh. I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen Killing Eve, but I love the fact that people of all cultures win, and that includes her, right? She not only co-hosted the Golden Globes, she's the first Asian to do that, first Asian American. She also snagged 3 awards for Killing Eve. By the way, if you watch Killing Eve, let me know if it's worth watching. You know what I mean? Just because there's so many things to watch. So definitely let me know in the comment box below. She's also the first woman of Asian descent in 39 years to win a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a TV drama. So I think her acceptance speech, which trended huge as well, the Golden Globes, pretty much says it all.
But mostly, there are 2 people here tonight that I am so grateful that they're here with me. I'd like to thank my mother and my father. 엄마, 아빠, 사랑해요. Thank you, everyone.
And that's what I got. That's what I got for the first episode of Less Than Zero. Again, guys, comment below in the comment box. Subscribe. I appreciate you. I'm just starting from something. You got to build something, right? And I appreciate all the suggestions that you have. You got a story you want to talk about? You want me to talk about? Let me know. In the pop culture world, hip hop world. Got some dope shoes you want to talk about, or some dope shoes that people are sleeping on, let me know, or, something in the fashion world, let me know, and I'll talk about it, man. All right? Till next time. Peace.